Hi guys, welcome back to AFTV and welcome to AFTV News Daily. I'm on my own at the moment. I need to gather my thoughts. I need to take a second, gather my thoughts. I think I'm going to have a guest or someone to join me. I hope so. Turkish is currently just taking some time after that Turkey result. A bit of a disappointment for him. It wasn't a great performance. Thought they looked much better in the second half. Just got the highlights here in the background. Wales, the much better team in the first half, and then really dug in the second half. We've got a lot to go through today. A lot of transfer news, really. Robbie might be joining me. I'm not sure. I might even need to call my editor to grab me a charger in a sec as well, because I'm just realising this is running low. So yes, lots going on. This is just the nature of the hectic football schedule and the Euros and everything. But guys, thanks for joining. Lots to chat about. We've got Ty in the building. Ty, do you want to come and say hi? Do you know what, Ty? I've not got a guest, so do you want to jump in and say hi? Here we are. I've got a guest.
Finally.
Hey!
Oh, hello.
Perfect timing, Ty.
Thank
We're
you
live,
very
as you can see.
All right. Hello, everyone. You all right?
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Have you caught Turkish briefly? Have you seen him?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, when I say unfortunately, I saw him. Don Robbie in the background smiling. I love his t-shirt. I don't know what t-shirt he's got on. Yeah. He confirmed.
You come a little bit forward if you want, by the way, Ty.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. He confirmed that they lost 2-0. So
Yes,
I'm very disappointed for him and all good, decent Turkish fans, to be honest.
No, I do too. And in fairness, I feel for Turkish, man, because that second half as well, they had some good chances. They really, I thought, gave their all that second half. But here is.
You'll do me a favour. Okay, all right.
Turkish is just gesturing to Ty. They'll do him a favour for Ty to cover him. Ty. Here he is, and now Jason in the building. Guys,
Jason.
Anyway, let's kind of start again. Welcome to AFTV News Daily. Lots to talk about, mainly transfer stuff. I think Turkish is about to pop in and just.
Yeah.
Fair play. Do you know what?
I like that.
Fair play.
Hi, thank you.
No, it's all right, Turkish. Thank you. You're right, Josh. In the
Turkish, we love you, yeah?
Yeah, we love you,
It's all
Turkish.
good. It's all good, right.
Where's the hot cross bun?
Guys, it's all going off here in the studio today, I have to say. So let me get up my notes. Let's figure out what's going on, because there's been a lot of news today. Away from the Euros, Arsenal themselves have been throwing all sorts at us.
That's true.
It's been, I'm going to do all the promotion at the end, FTV, VIP, Don Robbie, all that, that's still happening.
Yes,
let's get straight into this. Ben White, £40 million bid from Arsenal.
Oh, really?
Rejected today. Talks ongoing. According to some journalists, could be one of the first deals that Arsenal are confident of getting over the line in the coming weeks.
Okay.
Ty, we've not had the chance to talk about. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
Missed you.
Thank you.
Your natural reaction. I mean, what's your thoughts on Ben White as a player? What's your reaction to us looking for another centre back? Your feelings around it all? Does it seem a bit weird, or is he too good a player to miss out on?
It does seem a bit weird. I think he's a very good player, and hopefully we can get him. But we never know what the truth is. But obviously, there's no smoke without fire. But if I can add, James, there's also, from what I understand, you probably heard it, hence the name Clever before James, because you're very, very clever. Apparently, we turned down a bid from Aston Villa for Emil.
That was good.
Now, this is, and if that is true, Aston Miller, I'm thinking of the Steve Miller and Abracadabra. I'm so sorry. Aston Villa are moving crazy in football terms.
Do you know what? As this show's already a bit of a madness, we're a bit all over the place, because I've literally just run from upstairs after watching poor Turkish go through what he went through.
Yeah.
That game was just a great game. It was obviously you're on your way here, but
I was on my way
it was a great
here,
game. My mind's all over the place.
Right.
Let's go into that Smith Rowe situation, because the news came out 10 minutes before we found out that the Ben White bid had been rejected. Before I get your view on that Smith Rowe thing, I think it's just important we sort of let everyone know exactly what's happening with Ben White. So it's been reported for a few days, nearly a week now, that he's not only a target, but he's actually he's one of several high-profile big signings that Arsenal are looking to pull off. I've been reading places that Arsenal aren't just looking to sign the odd one marquee signing and a few other players here and there.
Yeah.
They're actually looking at 4 to 5 players who can come in and actually really make a difference to the first 11.
Well, let's hope that's true.
Ben White strikes me as that kind of player. Now, I know we've got Saliba coming back, But
which will be good, hopefully.
Yep, I agree. But who's to say Saliba can't play as the left centre back and maybe Gabriel gets more rest this season?
True.
Who's to say that maybe Ben White's not going to be an inverted right back or play as the holding midfielder? There's a few options in which we could sort of deploy him. I think it's a very interesting deal. 40 million is the first bid, but we are expecting Arsenal to go through with another offer. Maybe 45, maybe the 50 million that they're saying Brighton are looking for. Will be interesting. I mean, if we spend 50 million on Ben White, do you think that suggests that Arsenal are being stupid in the transfer market? Because let's face it, the defence isn't the area we need to strengthen the most. Or does that suggest that Arsenal have money to spend and they're being ambitious?
Well, I like to think it's the latter. I like to think we've got money
I do
to
too.
spend and being ambitious, because it's about time. Ben White is an interesting one because is he a Leeds United player or because he was on loan to Brighton?
No, he was on loan at Leeds
But he's a Brighton
2
player.
years ago and last season at Brighton.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting because there's also, if it's true about Ben White, there's also rumours that we want Basuma as well.
Yeah.
So
Can
can we
raiding
get...
Brighton?
Well,
Would you take Mope? I had to ask.
No, James, James, listen, that's fine. I knew there would be another question. If it was to, clean our training ground, then why not? Just joke. Just joke. I'm only joking. Would I take him?
Your box office, I love you.
I saw you. Thank you. I love you too.
Let's go through some comments really quickly. Adam
think so.
Gosling rightly says, and Matt Ryan. That's true. That could be three.
Yes,
players coming in
absolutely.
from Brighton.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah. Apparently, we're in for them as well. For him as well.
That's a combined 90 million we could be paying.
If we
Brighton
could-
for all those three players.
And if we could pull the three of them off, that'd be superb.
It wouldn't be
That
bad,
really
would it?
Superb. No, it wouldn't.
That would suggest to me a level of ambition if we got
Yes.
all three of them.
Yes.
Some people saying Vinay saying Basuma first.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that does seem an area we really need to strengthen in.
Yeah.
Ramasai says we have 4 centre backs. Very true, but
That's true.
the very best, the clubs we say we want to compete with and that we believe Arsenal should be competing with, they have 4 or 5 centre backs and 4 or 5 quality centre backs. So I think, with or without Europe, I think we need to consider ourselves in that bracket and having that level of squad.
Absolutely. I think James, the word you'd probably would say has clever James's plethora, isn't it?
Yes,
plethora.
a plethora of options. Yeah,
Absolutely, and that's exactly. And if that's what we want to aspire to, that's what we need to do.
yeah, exactly. Hazem Taser says James Maddison would be a dream.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't.
he would
disagree
be,
with
but
that.
I can't see that. I can't see him leaving Leicester.
Yeah, and Camo says Villa more ambitious than Arsenal, which leads us really nicely into that discussion that you brought up about Emil Smith Rowe.
Emil, yeah.
£25 million £25 bid. It was rejected.
Oh,
which
was
is
it
great.
25 million? I only just heard we turned it down.
Yeah. What's your reaction? Oh, look at that! That Ty's giving the face of disgust. He's
25 million. That has got to be a joke. 25 million. I thought he was in the region of 40, at least. 25 million. Of course, we're going to turn it down. I hope we turn
1 year
down.
left on his contract. I think that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, but then, yeah, fair enough. But then, I don't know about you, James, but nothing. I've not heard a sniff in football terms of anything to say that he's unhappy at all. So
No, I haven't. I mean, it
Right,
must be said that there are conflicting reports.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thanks, Brent. There have been conflicting reports. Some saying that Emil Smith Rowe is on the brink of a new contract. It's
Yes.
done and dusted.
I agree with that.
Tied up.
Yep.
A few others saying, and a lot of respectable journalists out there saying that it's not close. There's nothing to suggest it won't happen, but it's not close and it's not done. Listen, why is it every summer we go into it saying, yeah, we need this player, this player, this player, but can you also tie down this player?
Yeah.
Do you know, there's always some sort of... I don't know any other club that goes through as many contract dramas as we seem to go through.
Yeah.
He's going to sign, isn't he?
I think so. Like I said, I can't see. I mean, I was even confident that Folarin would sign a new contract, and he
You
did.
were, actually, I remember.
And I remember being questioned by the Don, that is Robbie. Why am I so confident? But I've been fortunate enough to be able to chat to Emil, his dad, his lovely mum, his agent, yep. And
Oh, go on,
chat
spill
to
the beans.
Folarin and his family, and he was very, very happy. That's what I mean. I could not see anything.
This is exclusive
About-
info here, guys. Coming in. No,
well,
no,
you're
but
kind,
that's
James.
incredible
You're kind,
because,
James.
you know, genuinely, I know we like to have a little bit of a laugh, me and you, and just
Absolutely.
sort of joke about, but you know,
Fantastic.
being deadly serious here, you
Yeah.
know, you do know people. You are
To chat
so
to, fortunately,
Arsenal
luckily,
through and
thankfully.
through.
Well, thank
You're
you. So are you, James.
Yeah, but I mean, no one like you. You know, you go to every
You're
game,
too kind.
academy,
I
the
tried to.
women's team, home and away for the Arsenal men's team. You
Yeah, you're
know
very kind.
everything. You know, quizzes. No,
No,
one
you
beats
know everything.
I really don't.
No, quizzes.
I'm a bit of a tactical nerd. But
Listen, James. Sorry to interrupt. Nerd is not a bad thing. Nerd to
I'll
me.
take it.
Nerd to me. And you don't look like a nerd at all. Nerd to me says clever.
thank you. I'll take it.
That's true.
But you know, as you said, you've been speaking to people. You're confident a deal's going to go over the line.
I'm confident. I'm confident that he will sign, just like I was with Following. That's what I mean. Yeah, I chatted to his thing. Agent, really, really nice man. You know,
Wow.
his dad, very nice man. His mum, very nice woman. You know.
Wow, fantastic. Let's go through a quick super chat here. We've got Mikhail saying, why does it like Ty is James's son?
What?
I don't know.
Not that. Listen, not that I wouldn't like to be James's son, because James is good people, but I don't understand the question.
I'm not sure I do either. But it's a super chat, so I have to read it out.
fair
Seyram says, commiserations Turkish.
Yeah.
Your passion today reminded me of Chris Hudson after Villa. At the end, some of his lines were gold. Leave Turkish and DT in the same room with Kroenkes to sort out all our issues. I'd love to see that. And actually, he's touched on something there that I really want anyone viewing this who watches Don Robbie to understand. I was laughing a little bit on the stream, but I'm not laughing at Turkish or
course
Turkey.
not.
It's some of his one-liners when he was angry
Turkish
were
is
pure
brilliant.
comedy gold.
Turkish is brilliant.
And
Turkish is brilliant.
sometimes pain can bring the funniest, like the
Absolutely,
most,
wow.
raw, funny emotion out of you.
Yes, absolutely.
And in
yes,
fairness,
of
some of
course.
his comments were absolutely spot on. So
Yeah.
fair play, Turkish. You kept us
Well,
entertained.
well,
but I
listen.
understand why you were so upset.
Yeah, of course. You know, when you if we've all been there. If you're losing and you can still pull out fantastic blind and one-liners, then you know that's amazing.
My
That's
friend
amazing.
says I'm at my funniest. I'm not a very funny guy.
You are funny, James.
My friend says I'm at my funniest when I'm like pissed off, like when I'm in a bad mood and I'm just quite like straight and blunt. My
Okay.
friends say I'm the funniest in that situation because
Yeah.
I've got no time, and people can see that in my body language
Oh,
and
right.
stuff. So yeah, maybe one day. Actually, if you've ever seen me, if you do a few shows with Cecil when he's getting names wrong, you'll see me just sort of think, here we go. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. Andy Arsenal,
All right.
what a great name. I hope your surname really is Arsenal, but either way. He says, if Arsenal, thanks for the super chat by the way,
Yeah, thank you very much for the super chats.
if Arsenal buy Ben White, they will probably buy Lokonga, an inexperienced midfielder. Sorry, I'm being so pedantic. Midfielder. That's not an upgrade. There will be no funds left for Basuma.
Well, I like to think that isn't true. I like to think there would still be funds left for Basuma. I really do, because you know we're gonna have to spend big enough to be able to challenge for something next season. I think.
I really think. I'm sorry, and I know,
Why are you saying sorry?
but because I know people are going to get me at the comments. They always do, and I know people are going to get me in general.
Mm-hmm.
They say I back Arteta too much, I defend him, and I do too much or whatever. But I want to just say this. For all Arteta's faults as a manager, which there have been some, and we've seen them, I think tactically, some of the selections he's made, some of the football he played, that he's far from perfect. And for the job he did last season, I think, you used the word untenable. And I think that was accurate. But he's kept the job. And the one thing I would say to him, bar Willian and maybe Runnison, that's 2 out of 9 or maybe even 11 signings that have been made under Arteta's sort of tenure.
Yeah.
Or during Arteta's tenure.
Yeah.
I actually think most of his signings got bang on. So I don't think he's going to spend 50 million on White if that's going to, tie him down in what he can do for the rest of the window.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I really, seriously, a lot of people are thinking, listen, if we get to the first game of the season and we've not bought Basuma and we hear it's because, Arsenal didn't have the funds or they couldn't match what Brighton wanted, don't worry, feel free to take that if you have to. If we can't get Basuma or a real midfield reinforcement, but no worries, because we got Ben White. That will be disappointing, but I'm willing to wait and see. And I know the Cronkies and Arsenal's kind of recruitment over the years has let us down in that we've always got a few players but never truly addressed everything. But I'm willing to just give them the benefit of the doubt for now because the Euros is on, the sun's out, and why not?
Absolutely. But, I heard that. Sorry, James. Yeah. That actually was our captain. Broads from AFTV
FC. Pick up AFTV FC.
So I'll ring him afterwards. Broads, I don't know where you are. If you are watching this, I'm live with James on AFTV Daily. So I'm sorry I didn't pick it up, but I will I'll call you as soon as I finish.
Big up Broads, big up the team as well.
Absolutely.
Albert Sambi Lokonga. Anderlecht midfielder, 21 years old, I believe.
Okay.
Quite dynamic. Okay. I think comparable to... I think because he's considered quite tenacious and enjoys a tackle. He's considered a bit of a defensive midfielder, but actually he's more box to box. He's got flair about him, good with his feet. Apparently, the talks are really closing in now. Arsenal are really taking some steps forward with this deal.
I hope so.
And there is hope that the Lokonga deal and the White deal might be the first to get over the line.
Okay.
Forgive me, guys. I'm normally very good at referencing sources and everything, but I've just been on a stream. I've been all over the place. I've been quickly flicking through Twitter and everything, following throughout the day.
Yeah.
But it's all on social media. Go have a little look. But Lokonga, I mean, I don't know how much you know about him, but I'm going to ask that profile of player, a box-to-box, a sort of flair type, energetic, dynamic midfielder.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what we need alongside of Thomas Partey?
I think it is. And to be fair, James, if I'm honest, I don't know much about him.
That's fair enough.
So, but listen, I'm sure the way you're describing him, that's exactly who he is. Yeah, I think he would be perfect alongside Thomas.
It's definitely the right profile, isn't it?
Absolutely perfect. But then the question is, without trying to sound negative, which I always try not to be, what are we going to do to entice him to come? Especially, I mean, in football terms, especially as we don't have no European football.
But do you think, I mean, all due respect to Anderlecht, who are a superb club, who play European football, who produce some of the best players we've seen in the game. A lot of them, the Anderlecht Academy, or at least their recruitment system, where they're picking them up young and then selling them on. Anderlecht are great for the production of players. I wonder, with all due respect, is just the name and weight of Arsenal Football Club maybe enough?
I hope so. I really, really hope so. I really, really hope so. I hope it's not a problem we're going to find. But, but I think what we need to think of is the fact that we're not in Europe, fair enough.
Yeah.
We need to attract players to help us get back to where we believe we belong. So basically, we're going to have to do a lot of persuading players to say that.
I definitely think that's the case for some of the other players that I've seen us linked to.
Yeah.
Players like, I'm just going to get up here. It's a very loose link. In fact, it's barely a link, but, we've heard the name Jack Grealish being thrown around.
Yeah.
James Maddison actually has been a link, a proper link in the
really?
the media. Genuine reports about James Maddison. Yeah, would you take James Maddison?
I would take him, but I just...
That's the kind of player that fits into what you've just been saying. How do we entice them?
What is it?
Is the weight of Arsenal Football Club enough?
Well,
I'm not sure it is.
I'd like to think it is, to hopefully attract the players, because that's all we can really attract them with now, isn't it?
Yeah, or money. I mean, I'd like to think Leicester have shown tremendous ambition. They've spent some money and they've clawed up into that big six, that whatever you want to call it. It's a stupid name, but they're up there competing. They're now winning FA Cups. They won a Premier League more recently than us. There's a lot to like about Leicester and the way they run their club and the business they do, and the football they play and what Brendan Rodgers does. But maybe we might just offer that little bit more.
Well, absolutely. You must be able to read my mind, Jordan.
Life in London.
Also,
maybe.
James, you must be able to read my mind. And the fact is, unfortunately for Leicester, they did not qualify for the Champions League 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah,
that's
not.
Whereas we could say to them, listen, if you come to us, we will have a good go at it. Whereas if Leicester have Champions League now, then that's another big carrot that they can offer. But like I said, living in London, fantastic point again, James. Clever James, I should say. Absolutely brilliant. No, it's true.
I'm going to call you box office tie. Not clock end tie, box office tie. But so serious question though: is James Maddison the kind of player that comes in. You know that Bruno Fernandes? He came
Yes.
United were around 6th, 7th.
Yeah.
Fernandes comes in 3rd.
Yeah.
3rd again.
Yeah.
Or 2nd even, sorry. Europa
Yes.
League final.
Yeah.
Is Maddison that kind of player that comes in and suddenly you go, yeah, okay, Arsenal, it's clicked now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, and what do you think?
I think while I really don't wish to big up our rivals Manchester United, I think they had slightly better foundations in having a Rashford, Martial, who are good ages.
That's true.
Having I know McTominay and Fred are not without their faults, but they can do a job alongside a Paul Pogba who dominates in midfield.
Yes,
you know, and obviously
true.
they brought in Wan-Bissaka and Maguire, so there's a kind of solid foundation there at the back. Luke Shaw, I think
Cavani,
De Gea, proper goalkeeper. I know he's been off it recently.
Cavani
I just think maybe, and then they brought. I just think maybe there's a better foundation there. Listen, if we brought in Maddison and then Basuma, I'm having debates for having one of the best midfields in the league. Listen, we wouldn't. I mean, City would be up there, but I'd be debating with fans. I'd say Maddison, Basuma, Partey. Find me much better than that, and that there will be, but not many.
That's
so
true.
It's interesting that these are the players we're linked with.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
But then we're linked with everybody, aren't we? So
we are, but these are a little bit more concrete. And when we do these shows, I like to focus on really the ones that have some serious weight to it.
Yeah.
And you know, right now, if we're to sort of round it all up, we're going to go for a couple more minutes, take some comments, and then we're straight back up to Don Robbie. But
cool.
You know, we're talking about Ben White. That's serious. That's really happening. Lokonga, Albert Sambi Lokonga. It genuinely looks like it's potentially happening. James Maddison sounds like a serious target. Whether it can happen is a different thing, but he's a serious target.
Yeah.
You know, Andre Onana at Ajax.
Yes.
Listen, I think all four come in and strengthen our spine immediately.
Well, absolutely. Andre Onana. Wow, this is great stuff, James. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, what I think we should say is got to be true. It's got to be true because
I hope so.
We've got to do something. We really have to do something.
Yeah, I agree. Let's take this super chat from Mira and says, do you think that Villa are pre-spending big as they're expecting to sell Grealish this summer? Yeah, I do.
Oh, you think they'll sell him?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I do. Not to us, I don't. But I think they'll sell him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why, right? You just bought Buendia.
Yes.
You just bought Smith Rowe.
Oh, try to.
Well, sorry, not bought. Bid. I meant to say bid. Bid and just bid for Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
They're very similar players in the positions they occupy on the pitch. They also had that. I was going to say Sanson, but it's pronounced Sanson, isn't it? The French midfielder.
Yes.
Sanson, I think. You know, creative players. I know Sanson can sort of play a little bit deeper, but Buendia, Smith Rowe. They had Barkley. Whether they're going to go in for him again, I don't know. Players that play in that kind of middle to left, middle/wide creators, very similar to Jack Grealish. So either Dean Smith, I forgot their manager's name for a second. Dean Smith loves that kind of midfielder.
Yes.
Or he's saying, look, Grealish is on his way out and we need to be prepared. Maybe Man City, I mean, that's the talk. I think he'd do brilliantly at Man City.
He would. You know. But then I was thinking before on Jack Grealish that he'd only leave if Villa were to be relegated. But I'm thinking now possibly what could have forced his hand, possibly, I don't know, or changed his mind, is the fact that he's seen what's happening to Harry Kane,
right,
and thinking he needs to make the move as well.
Yeah,
that could possibly be it.
Do you know what? It's a good point. You might see what else is going on around the market and think, you know what?
You know, and he wants to win things as well.
But Villa are showing, listen, I don't want to be... A lot of Arsenal fans sort of find it quite difficult that we lost out to Buendia to Aston Villa. We lost out on Buendia to Aston Villa. They bid for Smith Rowe, and there's kind of this sense of like, who do you think you are? Well, listen, who do we think we are as well? You know, we've not been where we want to be for a long, long time.
No, unfortunately.
Credit to Villa, they're showing a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
But 25 million ain't going to cut out for Smith Rowe.
No.
I'm going to round this off quick because we need to go. There's so much going on. I'm going to plug it all and promote it all in a sec. Martin Odegaard is supposedly available for £35 million. That is what one side of reports are saying. Other reports are saying that he wants to sign a new contract with Madrid and fight for his place at the club, be a regular starter under Ancelotti. Just quickly, yes or no, would you take Odegaard back for another year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I liked him a lot. Other reports saying that Dinos Mavropanos is available for 7 million apparently. Arsenal are looking to sell. He's not part of Arteta's plans. Stuttgart and Sven Mislintat, who was at Arsenal, now at Stuttgart, and actually brought Mavropanos to Arsenal, are looking to bring him back to the Bundesliga side. So very interesting development there. Aaron Ramsdale, also a potential target. Now Robbie's going to go through all this in Transfer Daily every morning as he does, so catch that tomorrow morning. The fixture list is out. If you've not wanted to see our reaction,
it is.
If you quickly, decent start. It's tricky,
but hopefully fantastic. Listen, well, the question is, James, if we are allowed to get in to away grounds, that's an amazing start.
Be pretty special, wouldn't it? I look at it as first 3 games tough.
Yes.
But first 10, not bad. Could have been worse. I know people are saying Spurs are in there. Yeah, Spurs are home. You know, and it's not going to be easy, but you know, I want these home games. I don't mind that. So for me, it's the away games I dread. But yeah, so lots covered there, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
It's been good to go through this. Ben White story, Smith Rowe. I'm looking at it here. Lokonga potentially on the brink. That's what a lot of the reports are saying at the moment. Where do we go next? Don Robbie. Go over to the Don Robbie channel, Italy. My team.
Good luck, Italy.
Italy are playing against Switzerland.
Good luck, Switzerland.
We're covering that. Do go check out this morning stream as well. We had both Transfer Daily, which came out midday today in UK time, and the News Daily special where we went over the fixture list, looking at where we might be picking up points, where the favourable runs are, how we could maybe end the season. Lots to discuss there, and what Arteta's got to do in this transfer window to get it done early, so that we are ready for that crucial start to the season. Go check out AFTV VIP as well. $2.99 a month, but it's a 2-week free trial for all ad-free content and exclusive content only to the app. Link is in the description below. Ty, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me to join.
I've got another 2-3 hours with you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, oh my.
Guys, head straight over to the Don Robbie channel. Please. We're going to be there in a sec. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Next one.
Peace.